Hey guys, it's your boy Rumsey, bringing you some good to step up your in-game efficiency and save your precious time and resources. Really though, I'm here to show you guys a pretty sweet trick I found in Valheim that I used to completely skip the wood age in my early game and give you a rundown on how you can do the same. As you all probably know, Valheim and most other sandbox games share core gameplay loops, i.e. start with nothing, make some rudimentary tools from rubbish collected off the ground, use the rubbish to make primitive tools, use the primitive tools to collect tier 1 resources like stone and wood, and repeat until you get tier 2 tools, which enable you to increase the speed of collecting said tier 1 resources. Though Valheim doesn't steer from that loop, it does add a particular mechanic to the equation, and that's what we're going to be taking advantage of today. The physics. Well, it's kind of like physics, but it follows the laws of physics just enough to be able to understand it and take advantage of it. The first thing we need to do is find a gradually sloped hillside in close proximity to base for easy hauling. Or you can even make a new seed for this purpose if you're not looking to cart it all back to base by hand. For anyone that doesn't know yet, you're able to hop around game worlds with your character and inventory, allowing you to fill your inventory slots with 1,000 pounds of resources on one world, and then log out and back into another world where you've parked your character near storage containers. I'm not sure if this is the way it was intended to work, but it's pretty well accepted as a fair way to get your resources back to base while grinding if you can't use a portal. We're going to be using the hoe a lot for this project. You want to level out tiers to make the planning and the distancing of the trees easier, and raise the ground on either sides of the hill to make sure there are 2 walls to help guide the trees as they fall. Once you raise a tall mound, using the hoe on the very edge of the mound will help save stone as it pulls the next ground tile up to your level. Make sure to clean up all the loose stone, wood, and debris between the walls before you plant the trees, as these occupy a spot on the tile and they can stop your saplings from growing on that tile. Once again, you don't need to be specific with all of this. I'm just showing you how this is performed with efficiency in mind. Just continue raising the ground along the sides of your hill to make a large retaining box where we'll plant our saplings. The floor tiles you see placed at the top of the hill are a great rudimentary ruler to gauge the spacing of your saplings. This is what I came up with after about half of an in-game day of actual work. For the purposes of the video, I kept the walls jaggedy and irregular to show you that the height is not all that important. As this is a sandbox game, please don't feel like you have to copy the exact dimensions. Go crazy and make yours as big or small as you'd like. The following morning, you can see I planted all the saplings on our slope. You'll know if you've planted them with the correct amount of space between, if they turn green as opposed to brown after a few moments. Don't be hard on yourself if you mess up a handful of them, as there still seems to be a chance they can grow after the ones around them have fully matured. It takes roughly 2 in-game days for the trees to grow, so you can leave them to grow and carry on with other Valheim projects, or take some time to dislike and flame my video for my lack of experience and poor audio quality. But what could I really expect when recording with a mic that was purchased at $5 Below to replace my old microphone? I know it's no excuse, but I'm sure some of you animal parents can sympathize with me. Once again, I'm just showing you with the floor tile how it can make for a very good ruler. They need about 1 square in between. If you have any extra seeds, you can go back through and replant them in between the mature trees. A lot of them took from me and a lot of them didn't. I don't know the exact likelihood that the plants will grow with the trees surrounding them, but if anybody else knows, just drop a comment and I would greatly appreciate it, as I'm sure a lot of others would as well. This is the end result. As you can see, I have a ton of trees. I believe I planted about 140 saplings, maybe 150 saplings, and yeah, obviously you're gonna have to wait another 2 days if you plant more, but we're gonna start chopping the top trees up here and try to get the ball rolling. Don't be discouraged if you chop a handful and the chain reaction doesn't start right away. As you can see, it takes me a couple tries to encourage them to actually fall, but once it gets going, the domino effect will take over and you can sit back and enjoy the show. Once you start seeing the hit splashes on your screen, you can get back to a safe distance because these trees can kill your character very quickly. One tree will not kill you probably, but multiple absolutely will. So just make sure you get back to a safe distance. You can see I'm kind of hanging on the edge here just in case I need to jump off for safety. Alright, I'm going to speed up the clip and let this play out, and you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about with this method. If there's anything that you guys would like to add, something that you think could make this more effective or more efficient, I'd love to hear it from you guys. Valheim is just an incredible sandbox game, and I know there's so much more to come in the future. The developers have been getting so much support from you guys, and I'd love to continue making videos based on Valheim. If you guys learned anything, or if you have any other tips for me that I could try with this method, I'd love to hear it. So this is just a clip of me showing you the aftermath of just a few chops on my character's part. Obviously there's quite a bit of cleanup to do, but all in all I believe it saves a lot of time. Most of these logs just need a hit or two and they'll be harvestable. Yeah, this is pretty much the best way I believe I've ever found in Valheim to harvest wood on a mass scale. Here you can see me flexing with my wood pile. I harvested thousands and thousands of wood from this. And like I said, it takes 2 days for the plants to grow, and it took me just about a day of in-game time to build the walls. So all in all, I believe this is a very good method to completely skip the wood age in your game. I'm new to this whole content creation stuff, so go easy on me if I frustrate you with my welfare mic and video editing skills. I do, however, have more time in sandbox games than I care to admit, so I'm very familiar with time efficiency, core mechanics, and farming. If you guys learned anything from my video or have any ideas on how this mechanic could be better utilized, drop me a comment and show this video some love so I can continue making these videos on games we all love. I'm looking forward to what adventures Valheim has in store for us, and if you guys like these videos, I'll absolutely put more time and effort into making more for you. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and once again, my name is Rumsey, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. Stay safe and enjoy your time in Valheim.